All right, guys, welcome in, welcome in. I just wanted to make a quick video on the how Islam is not compatible with the West. It's not compatible with Western civilization. It's just flat out, full stop, not compatible. And I've stumbled across some clips of a Muslim scholar even that's saying that Muslim people need to go back home and they need to just stick to their own countries and their own land. So without further ado, I'm going to get into it. I got a few different videos here and things we're going to go over. This is going to be a short little video here for you guys. All right, so this is the first one. This is on TikTok. This is Street Smart Show. This was back in May 17th. So let's check this out. This is him asking people if the West is not compatible with Islam. So let's check it out.
Islam is compatible with the West.
It's the opposite. Well, the West isn't compatible with Islam.
Do you think Islam is compatible with the West?
It's the opposite. Well, the West isn't compatible with Islam.
You live in the West. Why don't you live in an Islamic country if you think the West isn't compatible with Islam?
So he's saying that it's not Islam is not incompatible with the West. It's that the West is incompatible with Islam. No.
It's a good question. I don't know. I think one obviously just lived here.
Now we can't answer.
Here.
Exactly, but then the problem is, if you say West isn't compatible with Islam, why is it that 85% of immigrants are Muslims moving to Western or Christian countries? Why do you think that is?
You've got to blame the West again. They go over.
Yeah, blame the
Do you
West.
think actually the West is to blame?
I would say so. A lot of geopolitics. There's always some foot from the US, the UK, Europe.
So do you think that the reason why Muslims
I mean, it's like they're bred. They are bred to blame everyone else for their problems. I mean, they literally, every Muslim country there is a shithole. And then they come here to these other countries and they infiltrate and they overtake these countries and they create them into third world shitholes. So, I mean, you're not compatible with the West. It's clear, it's obvious.
are moving to the West is because of the West itself?
Yeah, right. The Muslims are moving to the
think
West because
set up a system
Western
in a way
civilization
where
is
it's like you
incompatible with
destabilize
them.
a place,
Right.
Or you have a corrupt regime based on dodgy dealings with the West.
Yeah.
You have to go somewhere where you have to escape that kind of corruption.
I agree with you actually to some extent because I'm Iranian. Revolution in my country back in 1979 was caused by the British and the Americans. So if you want to look at it from that perspective, yes, the West had a hand. But the Western values wasn't what destroyed Iran. It was Islam that destroyed Iran. They just used Islam as a tool.
Iran was a beautiful, flourishing country before Islam. When it was all Zoroastrians, it was a flourishing country. It was a beautiful country pre-1979. I mean, there's so many good things and smart engineers and, software developers and all kinds of different people we can have out of the country of Iran. But the regime doesn't want them to flourish.
Do you think Islam is...
So now here is, okay, so this is from Islam Invasion. I think Muslims should go back home. I'm aligned with the Islamophobes on this. This is their home. I'm not going to go to someone's home and start to change it. If a Muslim can say it, why can't we say it? I mean, I agree. I totally agree. Let's see what he's got to say.
Let's take, for example, simple things. Pornography is rampant, right? Nakedness is everywhere. Haram relationships everywhere.
But why can't we change these things?
But because it's not our society. This is why the Americans are getting angry at Muslims.
It's not our society. This is why Americans are getting angry at Muslims. Because they are coming over here. They are claiming asylum, a lot of them, or they're coming here in general. They want to become citizens, naturalized, whatever the word is you want to use. Green cards, visa holders, immigrant workers, either way, they want to come here and they don't want to assimilate. They want to come over here and infiltrate, and they want to force their culture and their religion upon us and more or less our children in the next generation. That's the goal.
Because they want to change things. We need to stop trying to change their stuff, their place, their society, and just go change ours. The reason we left ours is because we don't like certain things about it. We don't like basically the political stability and security of those countries. We don't like the economic prosperity of those countries. We don't like the educational advancement, the scientific advancement of those countries. We don't like the business environment of these countries. We don't like the legal system of these countries. We don't like the crime rates of these countries. We don't like many things about these countries. We come here
Yep.
because we want to live in a higher quality of life society, and we
Yeah.
want to change it
Yep.
based upon our values. But well, they
Exactly right. Exactly right. You're hearing it from a Muslim scholar himself. For all you Muslims that need scholars to show you guys and prove to you guys these things, or anything that you believe needs to be said by a scholar, Muhammad Hijab. Here's one right here. Speaking, they want to come over here because they like the culture and they want to prosper over here. But then when they come over here, they want to change the culture to their culture so that it's not what it was. It's not what they came over here for. So their end result, their end motive is not what you think.
get offended. Let's take, for example,
All right, now here's another one. This is Omar Suleiman. Islam is not compatible with Western civilization. We are not allies. Christianity and Islam have never and will never be compatible.
We as Muslims want to implement here in the United States. We believe the Constitution should be replaced by the Quran.
First move that I will do, I will abolish the Constitution and I will establish the only logical and rational Constitution, which is the Quran.
Wake up, people. Wake up. Wake up. Islam is not a religion. Muhammad was a political leader. A religious leader first. Then he was a political leader. And then he was a military leader. He was all three of those things. He died as a military leader. Islam is a military. It is a militia. It is not a religion. And it's not a political movement.
And the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
When it comes to spreading Islam on a state level, on a societal level, that method prescribed is jihad. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
The method prescribed is jihad. Killing, beheading, executing. The Constitution needs to be replaced by the Quran. They're sick. They're disgusting people. They need to be eradicated from the country. They need to be all deported. Every single one of them. They all have ill intentions.
Has prescribed that the ones who don't accept that method prescribed is jihad.
Jihad.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has prescribed that the ones who don't accept the ruling of Islam, they must be fought.
We
Must
as
be
Muslims.
fought. The non-believers shall be beheaded. Their own Quran tells them that. Okay, so here is, I found this. So in Ireland, an armed Irish group has made a direct warning to politicians. You have flooded our communities with military-aged migrant men, specifically Muslims, Pakistanis, the worst of the worst kind of Muslims. We will not sit back and watch our culture and religion be destroyed. The pushback has begun. Ireland is waking up. See what they got to say.
To the people of Newry, Mourne and Down, we, the New Republican Movement, have watched their councillors and MLAs over the past 12 months. The level of disrespect shown to the people who put you to power, this cannot be ignored any longer. We are proud men of Ireland. We are patriots. Your policies and decision-making regards to flooding our communities with undocumented military-aged men is not acceptable. We will not sit back any longer and watch our culture and religion destroyed by the people we put in power. Also, the sexual indoctrination of our children in schools has not went unnoticed either. The New Republican Movement will take immediate action against anyone who threatens our ways of life and the safety of our women and children. We have your addresses and known your movements. Every one of you are legitimate targets as of today. The New Republican Movement, the 28th of 11/25.
They've had enough. New Republican Movement. If we just scroll down just a little bit here, okay, so 250,000 plus British girls were branded with an M for Muhammad. This is not just crimes against humanities. It's a Holocaust. It's October 7th on steroids. A baby was abused and had cigarettes stubbed out on it while the mother was forced to watch. The baby was then unalived. Girls were set on fire. Girls were sent to red rooms to be tortured, some of them unalived. Some of it was live streamed. One girl was AR'd by a dog while men bet on whether it would anally or rape her. Girls were forced to have abortions with knitting needles, glass bottles, keys, baseball bats, other objects were forced inside. I'm not even going to read the rest, but you can see it right there. Let's see what they got to say.
Gangs involving rape and child sex exploitation in the UK. A member of parliament released it yesterday. Some of the horrifying things in this inquiry included organized networks of perpetrators built coordinated operations that transported victims between locations, supplied them with drugs and alcohol, recorded abuse for distribution and blackmail, and passed girls between multiple adult men.
Wow.
These crimes have been committed for decades.
Passed girls between multiple adult men. And the UK government does nothing about it. Nothing. Zero. Zilch. Nada. They would rather go lock up Tommy Robinson for some words he said.
Decades,
it's appalling.
since the 1950s by Pakistanis in particular.
What did I say?
The numbers in the report are absolutely staggering. Around 87% of those convicted in the group-based child sex exploitations are distinctively Muslim names. The report
Of course, we're going to lag.
The report and get this, an estimated 250,000 victims nationwide. In one case alone, 47 children were identified as victims. Now, Britain launched a national review of closed grooming gang investigations last year to relook at 1,200 cases, including 236 involving rape. Now, for the first time, some of those cases are officially being sent back to the police for a complete reinvestigation. So where all of these victims failed by the institutions meant to protect them. Gangs.
Absolutely, they were failed. But they weren't failed. This was intentional. So it's not a failure. I mean, this is an intentional act. This is an intentional doing by the bureaucrats, by the government, by the left. I mean, by the progressives. It's blatantly obvious. I mean, we all know what it is. So let's just call it for what it is. All right, so here's, I got two more. So this is on Daniel Cohen TV. So these are Giuliani's terrorists beating Christian civilians before murdering them in Syria. Okay, so Trump wants to give Lebanon to the Syrians to take care of Hezbollah. Why? I don't know. I'm not on board with that. I think we need to stand behind Israel and we need to stay behind Israel. But handing Lebanon to these thugs would be an enormous mistake, he says. Anyone remember who intervened to stop the slaughter of Christians in Syria? Here's a hint. Israel. Let's see what they're doing here. These people are just brutal.
بحب يعني عليك بس هذا اجر يا اخي بالحب اللي نعمرها مو بحب بدنا واحد بحب واحد بحب ايه بحب ايوه.
They're sick people, man. Disgusting people. All right, so this is a rally in New York City. I'm not sure when exactly this was. This was posted yesterday, so I would imagine this was recent. This was from Freedom News TV, but posted by Chris. Let's check it out.
Our work is not done! We must show up! Stronger than we did the first October 7th! Louder than we did the first October 7th!
I mean, he's literally calling for a terrorist attack, another terrorist attack. The man should be arrested for what he's saying right now. I'm all for free speech, but that's not free speech. you're calling for heinous attacks.
To make it clear that we are not going anywhere. We will keep fighting until Palestine is free.
Oh, until Palestine is free. Yeah. Did you see the latest videos about what's going on in Gaza? About them all partying on the beach?
From the river to the sea. Within our lifetime. Make some noise.
They're sick people, man. They're sick. This is the Gazawood page. I bet they got something on the beach. I just seen it. Right here. Okay, so this is in Gaza. Meanwhile, in Gaza. So this page is strictly dedicated to Gazawood, which is basically Hollywood, but in Gaza, because they act and perform everything they do. It's all an act. This is their real life. This is what they really live like. That was 2 days ago, June 17th. I'm sure they got more. This guy usually posts, I don't see anymore, but, yeah, this guy usually posts quite a bit about the bull crap, the lies that happen in Gaza, that they feed us so that the NGOs can feed them full of money, these terrorist organizations. So, all right, guys, thank you for watching. Peace out. If you like what you've seen, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe also. Turn that notification bell on. I appreciate you guys. We'll be back with another one.